Special town meeting convened Monday evening in the NHS auditorium. Congressman Stephen Lynch opened the meeting with remarks about the Russia and Ukraine war.
Last week, the most important bills that were on the floor in the House of Representatives were the Ukraine support legislation. Congress, House and Senate voted to support about $13.2 billion for the Ukraine government for humanitarian aid, but also for military aid to allow the Ukrainians to defend themselves on the ground in Ukraine. So that bill does not authorize
Lynch thanked town meeting members for their service to local government and reminded everyone that democracy is a concept that is sometimes taken for granted here in the United States.
I try every day to live up to your highest expectations, and I appreciate that you're here tonight at the core of our democracy. This is what the people in Ukraine are fighting for, right? They want the right to do what you're doing tonight, which is to make decisions on your own for your own town, to have elections, elect your own leaders. They want that right. That's what they're fighting for today. So I just appreciate your willingness to be involved in the town meeting and to make the core decisions and decide the direction that the town of Norwood will take.
Town meeting body discussed 7 articles. General Manager Tony Mazzucco recaps the highlights.
Hey everyone, we had a great town meeting tonight, got a lot of business done. Most importantly, the vote for the Coakley Middle School passed 153-1, so it now moves on to the voters for the election in April. It's the critical culmination of years of work and moves it on to the voters, which is the last step before we can start building a new middle school. We also took care of some important zoning business. There's now a new zone for the life sciences. We call it the Life Sciences Development District. It's up where Moderna is. We've been able to sort of recreate the Polaroid campus, and now we'll have one corporate campus under one unified zoning plan up there, which is going to allow Moderna to continue to grow and expand up there, which is more jobs and more tax revenue for the town, which is fantastic. Moderna's been great to work with so far. They were this small unknown biotech a couple years ago, and now they're this big worldwide company, and they're investing hundreds of millions of dollars in Norwood. We're thrilled about that. We also passed a stormwater bylaw, which is going to help us regulate stormwater and construction projects going forward. The engineering department in town will take the lead on that. It's going to really help us make sure we're taking care of the environment, as well as making sure we reduce some of the flooding that could potentially occur from any new development projects in town. We also took care of a couple of technical items related to the hospital. Folks got to see a new image of what the campus or the concept plan of the campus for the hospital is going to look like. Just a small technical correction in abandoning an easement and changing what's known as the floor area ratio. This will allow the hospital to hopefully start construction soon. We're anticipating demo starting within the next couple of weeks. And then, of course, town meeting had a tough debate over accepting a grant of close to $1 million for the MWRA, which was just town meeting saying yes to the MWRA giving us money for some work on our sewer system. All in all, it was a great night. It was Moderator David Hearn's last town meeting. He's not running it again, so we had a great one. We finished it in one night. Thank you to all the town meeting members who came, who showed up, who asked questions, who came to the information sessions, and of course to all the town staff that make all the work happen for this town meeting and for every town meeting. And most importantly, we'll see you in May for the annual.
Before adjournment, David Hearn shared a thoughtful message with town meeting members on his last night as town meeting moderator.
Before we go, and before somebody makes a motion, I just want to say one last time my thanks to all of you. This is my last meeting as your moderator. When we meet again in May, there'll be somebody else up here, whoever she may be. And I wish her the best, and I know she'll have your support and assistance. She'll certainly have mine. But I just want to say one last time, what a pleasure this has been, this job over the years. And I've had so many people help me, and I want to thank them very briefly. I'm not going to name them all, but I want to thank all of you and all the town meeting members who came before you and served during those 18 years. I want to thank the town clerks. I've had 3 town clerks I've worked with, and they helped to make this job work and make town meeting work. Bob Thornton, Tom McQuaid, and Mary Lou Folden. So my thanks to them, to the selectmen and the FinCom, because I dealt with them a lot, to the town managers, John Carroll and Tony Mazzucco, to town council, Dave DeLuca, John Flynn before him, and the late Mike Lehane before him. All of these people helped make this job a lot of fun, a good job, and I've enjoyed it almost all of the time. Every job has its moments, but this one has had many good ones, and I've enjoyed it. There's one more person I want to thank. That is my wife, Janet, who has endured my absences on town meeting business over these past 18 years, and she's endured those with patience and with support and with understanding, and with whose love and behind-the-scenes counsel. Without that, I could not have done the job, and she's been helping me and counseling me and loving me for more than 46 years. So she might have turned off the show by now. It's past her bedtime, but we do tape it. So hopefully she'll, I mean it, I thank you all, and we'll see you I expect to be out in those seats in May, unless there is a massive write-in campaign that defeats me on the ballot. And there are openings on the ballot, so please tell your friends. All right? Now, thanks. Thank you. I should be gaveling, but thank you. Thanks. Thank you very much.
In April, the town will select a new moderator and several additional town meeting members.